Hello children, how are you? I hope you're doing good, really good, and have been following whatever we have been done with in admission till now. Okay, practice well please. Now coming to the next segment. After the treatment of goodwill, we're talking about the treatment of assets and liabilities when they are revalued. Revalued meaning you all know that in accounts we follow the historical cost concept. मतलब जिस अमाउंट पर लिया है खरीदा है उसी अमाउंट पर दिखा रहे हैं. Yes, we do not bring in to the picture the market value or the real value today, present day value of the assets. No, because we don't want to sell it right now. That's a simple formula, right? Now, at the time of admission, we do have to reassess and revalue the assets. Why? Why do we need to revalue? Imagine that the old partners have been, maintaining, the books right from the last 10 years. Now the new partner is coming in. Whatever assets and liabilities are there, they are, showing the old figures, not the, figures or the fresh values on the date of admission, right? So now the new partner will be, having a share in all those assets and liabilities. Based on that, he will bring his capital, isn't it? Now, here we are supposed to understand that the capital of the firm is to be valued correctly, and capital is what? The difference between assets and liabilities. If my assets and liabilities are not valued correctly, my capital is wrong. Capital is wrong. Either the new partner gains or the old partner gains. Someone will gain, someone will lose. To avoid that, we need to bring to the the assets and liabilities to the correct values. Now there can be 4 cases. Either an asset is increasing in value or decreasing in value, and either an asset is decreasing or increasing. So let us see how to bring into picture by giving journal entries the effect to these 4 cases. Let us keep it simple. ठीक है? Assets बढ़ेंगे तो क्या होगा, घटेंगे तो क्या होगा. Liabilities बढ़ेंगे तो क्या होगा, घटेंगे तो क्या होगा. You just have to find this. Now, of course, you will, realize that if at all these values are changing, it will result into either a gain or a loss. Gain or a loss for whom? The old partners. Suppose the assets are increasing. Assets are increasing. Good for you, no? Assets are your property, your possession. If it is increasing, it is good for the old partners. So it's a plus, meaning a gain. Also, a decrease in liability, a reduction in liability is also again. Liability kam pay karna padega. It's a gain. So these 2 situations are, showing a gain for the old partners. On the contrary, if the assets decrease or a liability increases, these 2 cases are showing a loss for the old partners. Correct? Now, since we have to do, there can be so many assets and liabilities which have to be revalued. Every time we cannot find gain or loss for each particular item. तो क्या करते हैं ना हम लोग? We open one account, a separate account, in which we will put all gains and all losses, and the net effect we will find there. Okay? Overall, revaluation pay profit by a loss. So obviously, which account do we open for this? No points for guessing. Revaluation account. Okay? Revaluation account is a nominal account. It is opened to find out the overall, meaning all the gains and losses at the time of revaluation. Take that. Okay. Asset is increasing. Land is to be appreciated by 10%. Appreciated meaning बढ़ाना है value. Book value है 5 lakhs. Already it is showing at 5 lakhs. Now it is to be increased by 10%, meaning 10% of this, meaning 50,000 plus, isn't it? Already land is showing debit balance of 5 lakhs. To increase, I will debit it further. So I debit land account with how much? 50,000. Always with the increase, not with 5 lakh 50 or 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs already है और अगर डेबिट कर दिए 50 तो बुक वैल्यू कितना हो गया 5 lakh plus 50, 5 lakh 50. That is what I want to show. 2. Now nothing is going out. I'm not paying cash. Nothing is happening. It's a gain. So all gains to be credited to revaluation account. Any gain to be credited to revaluation account. Right? So generally कोई भी asset अगर increase हो रहा है, so this means what? The asset account is debited and the gain will be credited to revaluation account. Okay, this is just an example land. Second, a liability is reducing. Creditors are to be paid 10,000 less. How much less? 10,000. So how much is my gain? 10,000. Do I need to know the book value of the creditors? No. So here creditors are already a liability, meaning a credit balance. So उनको कम करना है, reduce करना है, so debit the liability. Creditors account debit 10,000. The reduction, I need to pay them less. And since this also is a gain, so I credit it to revaluation account 10,000. Yes. So this is the entry for a reduction in a liability. Debit the liability. This is the liability account. Debit the liability account and credit revaluation account. Fine. This will take care of this. दोनों gain है, both the gains are credited to revaluation account. Fine. Now, decrease in assets or increase in liability. Decrease in assets. See, plant is given book value. PV is book value. M is market value, meaning present value. If you go to sell off this plant, you will get 3,50,000 only, but in the books it is showing 4 lakhs. Obviously, that is not the true picture. So to reduce an asset, I will credit that asset. Yes. So I will debit the revaluation account because it's a loss for me. All losses to be debited to revaluation. How much? The difference between the market value and book value, the fall in the value 50,000 to plant account, isn't it? Meaning any asset that is reducing, you should credit that account. With the reduction, you will not write 3,50,000 here because that is not a decrease in asset. Decrease value is from 4 lakh to 3,50,000. So 50,000 come हुआ ना, so decrease is by 50,000. Entry will be with 50,000. Then increase in liability. Increase in liability, provision is to be created for a legal claim. Legal claim meaning somebody has claimed you something, the business. So obviously we are creating a provision. Provision meaning a probable expense that we will have to pay in future. It's not good for you, right? It's a loss. Therefore, you debit revaluation 5,000 and you credit the provision for claim account. This becomes a liability. A fresh liability has come basically. Yes, this wasn't there earlier. Now this is shown in the book. So any increase in liability should be credited to that liability account and debited to revaluation. So revaluation see यहाँ पे हो रहा है credit, यहाँ credit, यहाँ debit, यहाँ debit. ऐसा और भी cases हो सकता है. So overall profit or loss can be found out by making a revaluation account. The pro forma revaluation account will be shown next to you. So you saw it? When we make the revaluation account, it's a nominal account. Yeah, it will have a debit here and a credit here. Now all the gains have been put here and all the losses have been put here. Fine? Debited with losses, credited. Just like a profit and loss account, you've done this, all incomes here, all expenses here, same thing. Now if gains are more, losses are less, then we will have a net gain. Of course, who is gaining? To the partner's capital account, we will put it, right? And we will close the revaluation account. But, or in case of a loss, where losses are more, gains are less, the balancing figure will come here, and that also will be transferred to partners' capital accounts. Remember, this will be only for the old partners in the old ratio. Same thing here. Only old partners will share either the gain or loss on the valuation, and their capital accounts or current accounts also can be debited or credited depending on the method they are following, fixed or fluctuating capital. So this is how we close the revaluation account. Clear? So the entire concept of revaluation of assets and liabilities, I guess it's clear, or the journal entries. Now the journal entry to close revaluation account in case of gain. Is revaluation account debit to partners' capital or current account? Okay, the amount of course this we will individually, suppose A, B, C are there. So A is capital, B is capital, C is capital, like that. And in case of a loss, so we are crediting revaluation, so obviously we will debit partners, capital or current accounts individually in their own ratio to revaluation account. So these journal entries are for closing the revaluation accounts in different situations when there is a loss or a gain. Done? Simple. Yes. Next class we do some science. Till then, take care, keep watching my videos, subscribe and like. Don't forget.